Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Stealth and SoCards. The question for today, or rather for this week, is if you could witness one key moment in history, what would you choose? Now, initially I planned on doing this question with a couple of subscribers, with you guys, and unfortunately I didn't plan my week appropriately and I didn't get around to actually doing the mini conversations that I was planning on. I do have a couple of snippets that we're going to be looking at in a bit. If I could witness one key moment in history, I'm going to do a little cheating on this question and skip ahead. If I could witness one key moment in the future, what would I choose? I would choose the first moment of making contact with an alien species. I think there are aliens out there, at least I rather hope so, otherwise it'd be pretty boring out in the universe. And I wonder how our species as humanity could come together based on the first contact that we have with somebody else, because then you realize, we're not alone. And of course there is the old phrase of, well, if the alien species are more intelligent than we are, then they'll have nothing to do with us, or they want nothing to do with us. If they are less intelligent than us, then I want to have nothing to do with them. Not my quote, but I think some comedian said that at some point, and I thought it was good. If I'd have to pick a moment in history, there were some naval battles in the 1800s when the Dutch used to rule the waves. At least we had quite a few skirmishes with the British, the French, the Spanish. Those were some really good naval battles, and that's something that I would like to witness. Not so much maybe aboard the ships, but in a, let's say, hover drone spectator mode. That might be a little safer. Otherwise, you'd probably not survive the battle. Anyway, some of you guys also sent in your questions, or your answers rather. Luke said, I want to see the first detonation of the atomic bomb on July 1945. Yeah, that would definitely be a sight to behold. Eric, if somewhere outside my country, the Battle of Savo Island. But if it's a national event, diretas, yeah, for sure. Not sure exactly what that is. Krish, to witness the moment when radium or uranium was discovered. I have no idea how that happened or when that happened. I don't know if the inventor or discoverer of that particular resource was around very long. Mr. Jaeger said to witness the Gettysburg speech by Lincoln or to see Lee planning his masterstroke at Shiloh. The Gettysburg Address I know a little bit about, but the masterstroke at Shiloh, I don't know. The Depp, maybe a little late now, but I'd love to have witnessed the Haymarket riots in Chicago, as despite being seen as a very bloody incident, I would not only be interested in the political situation and the tension in Chicago at the time, but the effects in especially leftist culture up to this day really interest me. That's a really thought out answer. Really well done. And Don Furs, to witness Germany reunited after the Berlin Wall came down. Yeah, that was, at least from what I've seen in the history books, a hell of a party, at least. But all these people who were so long separated to now be brought together again. Families, former neighbors, just humans being brought together again after having been separated by this artificial barrier for a whole bunch of years. For next week, I want to have another question, and I want to have the mini conversations, or rather the conversations that these cards are supposed to evoke. If you want to join me in a short Discord call, then leave your username for Discord. So that's both your username and the small hashtag, and usually 4 numbers behind that, down below in the comments. I'll ping you up as a friend request, and we can have a quick conversation about the question of next week. I'm not going to give you the question just yet. I'll do that during the call, so you can have a little bit of time to think about it, but not too much. I want to get genuine answers. So if you're interested in that, let me know by posting your username down below in the comments, with, of course, the 4 numbers. Otherwise, I won't be able to find you. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week for more SoCards.